Welcome back Twitch and YouTube to just another game, Master Detective Archives Rain Code. We have been kidnapped for like the 50th time. What the hell?
There's another one, Master!
This is the worst way we've been kidnapped.
There's a vent here, but it's too small to pass through. This is...
It's worn out sofa covered in dust.
Come on!
Absolutely filthy, aren't you, Master? Why direct that at me? Slapping so many posters up in such a tiny room, it's like they're trying to brainwash people. Be careful, Master. People like you are susceptible to that sort of thing.
Huh?
I'm not that simple.
It won't open. Seems like it's locked with a padlock or something from the outside. Why do they even want to imprison me? The floor and the walls don't seem fragile enough to break, and there's no way out through the ceiling either.
Looks like you're stuck in here. No point feeling gloomy about it. Just enjoy it while you can. Woohoo! It's so fun! It's like we're frolicking through the sunlit grass in spring.
It's hopeless. We're completely stuck. It's just like everything in my life right now. I'm trapped with no way out.
Master looks so lonely right now. It's like he's given up on everything. Hey! Can I give you a back tattoo that says, "My life is over"?
Sorry, but I'm not really in the mood for your antics right now.
What's got you so down anyway? It's not like you had anything to lose in the first place.
Well, that's rude.
Besides me, that is.
Aw, my life's been a mess ever since you started haunting me. Shinigami, what about those other detectives?
What do you mean?
You said you've haunted other detectives in the past. They all gave up their memories, right? Were they able to achieve their goals using the power you gave them?
I don't really remember the past. I'm the kind who forgets what happened yesterday. Oh, but there is one detective I distinctly remember. He always liked to say this one thing. I want to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
Huh?
I want to make a world where no one weeps while imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. He said that with such sparkling eyes that I laughed out loud. It still makes me laugh, as if a single detective could do that.
Imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. Like the Watchmaker's son, or Kurumi. If those cases remained unsolved, would they have suffered the same fate? So you didn't answer me. What about that detective? Was he able to bring happiness to everyone?
I don't know. Besides, I don't remember much. But if you look at how the world is right now, isn't the answer obvious?
I guess. There's no way detectives could make people all over the world happy. Even in Kanai Ward alone, the number of unsolved mysteries keeps increasing. What can detectives even do? Detectives are useless. I'm useless. Huh?
Master, someone's coming!
Oh, he is Lorge. It's Barrett. Barrett with a
You're awake.
Mickey Mouse necklace.
Sorry for getting rough with you. It was necessary at the time. Forgive me.
I don't think it was.
Well, Well, don't we have quite the character here?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Consider this. Have you seen a child crying on a street corner? How about a kid wandering with no place to go? We're a group of volunteers who shed blood so people like that don't have to shed tears.
Ah, so you're
That's
rebels.
right. We're the proud resistance against Amaterasu Corporation.
Resistance?
And I'm the head honcho. The name's Shachi. Nice to meet you.
This reminds me. I've seen the flyers all over Kanai Ward.
Yeah, passing out flyers is an important part of our activity. We need to recruit as many people as possible. Though once we're finally caught by the Peacekeepers, we'll probably all hang.
Probably.
But what does the Resistance want with me?
First, let me apologize for not being able to bring you here in a more graceful way. But if I didn't do it this way, you couldn't stay hidden from the Peacekeepers.
Why did you go to such lengths to see me?
Allow me to explain. Please, would you join us at our hideout? I want you to have a little chat with my friends.
A hideout?
Don't worry, they're all good guys. Come on, follow me.
Seems like I'm being dragged into even more trouble.
It doesn't look like you have a choice right now, anyway. At least he's the type of guy who's kind to a lost kid.
I'm not a kid.
You're kind of a kid. Alright, well,
Is it really okay to follow him?
we don't have much of a choice.
Master, stop being so indecisive!
Doya District. Criminals and others on the run from peacekeepers occupy the abandoned buildings here, making the area fairly dangerous. Kanai Ward's electrical power. Because of the perpetual rain, electrical power is derived predominantly from rainwater.
Oh my! It's already morning. The sun rose while you were fast asleep.
What is this place?
Welcome to Doya District.
The whole area is submerged. Looks like stagnant rainwater that didn't drain. Do people actually live here?
Only weirdos who carve up animals could live in a place like this.
Is this your first time in Doya District?
Doya District?
In short, it's what you'd call the slums. It's like this thanks to Amaterasu Corp. The people here are forced to live in the backwaters. They don't seem to care one bit about the unending rain. Of course they don't. They're all living high up, looking down on
We've had
us.
Resident Evil 2, now we have Final
All
Fantasy
the dirt
7.
and grime they spit out flows down from the city and ends up swirling around here. This is the reality of Kanai Ward.
Kanai Ward's reality.
Come on, our hideout is this way.
Your hideout's this way, but there's something this way. Assuming you're gonna allow me to get it. Aha. This is not only available in Chapter 3, you can also get this in Chapter 4. But if we're here now, we might as well pick it up. And before we get too deep into the chapter, we might as well watch a couple of gumshoe gabs. So let's, who we got? Can't do anything with Yakao, can do Halara. Fubuki and Vivia, I think. Depends on the mood. The worse the mood, the sweeter the taste. The better the mood, the lighter the taste. Yako's Lifestyle, we've read that one. Oh, I didn't see that one.
Thank you kindly for keeping me company today. Because of you, Yuma, I have experienced takoyaki for the very first time.
See, they eat things besides meat buns.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm surprised you wanted to try some in the first place.
Oh? Why is that surprising? Could it be that my face resembles takoyaki, so you believe I am a cannibal?
That's not at all what I'm saying. You don't look anything like takoyaki anyway. It's just that you grew up like a princess. You even got kidnapped because of it. That's why I didn't expect you to want to try takoyaki.
Ah, so that is what you meant. But I am not as high class as you might think. My daily life is rather ordinary.
I bet it's not.
I sincerely doubt it.
Is that so? It truly felt plain to my eyes.
Well then, can I ask you a few questions? It'd help me get an idea of what it was like for you growing up.
Very well, if that is what is required to satisfy you. You can ask me anything, including my measurements or the password to my bank account.
No, I don't need to ask about those. Anyway,
don't rule it
to
out.
start off, how many rooms did your home have?
How many rooms? I never really considered it. First the kitchens. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
And I don't need to ask any more questions.
I am beginning to grow confused. My apologies. I am not very good at counting such large numbers.
No, that's more than enough for me. There's really no point in asking any more questions, but this is getting kinda fun. Next up, what sort of car did your parents own?
Their car? Unfortunately, there were no cars at our home.
Huh? That's hard to believe. Do you know what cars are? They have 4 wheels and move on roads.
Yes, I have seen them around the city. But none of those tiny, cute mobile huts were anywhere near my home.
Mobile huts? I'm guessing the cars at Fubuki's place are on a completely different scale. Okay, last one. What's the most expensive gift you've ever received?
A gift? Well, I am unsure how expensive it was, but the one that made me happiest was when I went with my family to look at the stars.
Huh? Stars?
On my birthday, my father told me a star would shine especially bright. I watched it with my mother and father. That time spent together was the greatest gift I have ever received. My parents are such busy people. I rarely saw them as a child. Oh? Is something wrong?
After asking so many petty questions, I feel real ashamed of myself. Even if you are rich, you're still you.
I am myself? That is true, I suppose. But Yuma, what sort of person do you think I am?
What do I think of Fubuki?
I think she's adorable.
That's simple.
She is an adorable little being. How about honest? She's ditzy, she's rich, but she's very honest.
You're honest. You may be rich and ditzy, among other things. But the foundation of who you are is your honesty.
Well, I am not sure I would say I am honest myself, but it makes me happy to hear you say it.
You're honest. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said the time spent stargazing with your parents was your favorite gift.
Oh, that reminds me. After we looked at the star, my father purchased it for me.
Well, I mean, anybody can do that.
I am unsure how expensive that may have been.
He got
But
scammed.
I am certain that is the biggest gift I have ever received.
Considering how honestly surprised I am by all this, I must have been a lowly commoner before losing my memories.
Master, you and to have grown even closer.
I mean, anybody can buy a star for like $5. I don't think it was as expensive as Fibiki thought it was. Popular sports. Yulami's lucky fortune telling. Yulami's lucky jewel of the day. For all the Virgos out there, get your hands on a cursed diamond. Deal with the curse yourself. Yulami's lucky place of the day. For all the Gemini's out there, tripping into an alternate dimension will solve all your problems. Something like that. Alright. So let's go with Vivia.
I'm starting to get used to being alone with Vivia. Knowing who he is, this silence isn't really so awkward anymore. We don't have to force a conversation to break the silence, which makes it easier to be around him than the others.
I want to die someday.
Huh? That's awfully sudden.
Oh, did I think out loud again?
You sure did.
Sorry about that. Guess I surprised you. I'll be careful not to think out loud next time.
You're free to say what you want, but it sounds really concerning. And I've been wondering, what do you mean by someday?
What do you want to know?
Well, all people die eventually. I suppose I'm wondering if you want to die sooner. Saying someday makes it sound like you can't die. Wait, is that what it is? You can't die? That explained why you'd say something so strange.
Huh? He's undead?
Oh god, run.
That's a wonderful deduction.
I guess I'm wrong, though.
Well, I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
Being unable to die sounds like it's straight out of a story. So romantic. Yuma, what would you do if you gained everlasting life?
What would I do if I lived forever?
See the world 100 years from now? Talk to people from all over the world. I can't think of anything in particular. Talk to people from all over the world.
I'd like to talk to people from all over the world. There's a limit to how many people you can meet in a lifetime. But it'd be a different story if you lived forever.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Although, after a certain number, you begin to notice patterns. So, it'd eventually grow boring. Anything else?
What else? If I had everlasting life, what would I want to do? I can't think of anything in particular.
That was quick.
Huh? Quick?
There is no end to human greed. Some people think that, but it's not true whatsoever. Everything comes to an end, just like how you couldn't think of anything else you'd want.
I think I just meant I didn't have any good ideas right now.
Someday, greed will end. Just like you would die before your greed could be satiated. Humanity too has a lifespan.
Uh-huh.
If you were to live forever, you'd see how tough life can be. It may be fun at the beginning, but eventually, I'm certain you wouldn't desire anything else. And once you were bored of everything, you'd reach the same conclusion all others would. That you hope to die someday. The moment you lose all desire, your final desire for death would be born. It all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Does it?
God damn, Vivia, that's actually
but
freaking
wait.
deep.
Vivia, by that logic, doesn't your desire to die mean you're immortal?
You're free to think what you want.
That's not an answer.
It's enough for today. I need to go back to my world of books.
Did he just give me the runaround? Or is he always like this? I can't tell. I wonder if I'll understand him better someday.
Master, you and Vivia seem to have grown even closer.
Vivia might be my favorite character in this game. I like Fubuki a lot, but Vivia is fucking cool. It's just so different, it really makes him stand out. Alright, that's enough Gumshoe Gab for now, though. We are about to come up to the one that I've been obsessing over. I want to make sure I grab it. I think you have to get it before you leave this area the first time, because I don't think you can come back here until a certain point in the story, and at that point, you can't go back to where it is.
Our dream is to change
Ever.
Goya District scenery. We want to help the poor smile again. We call ourselves the Resistance, but it would be better for everyone if things can get resolved without a fight. I doubt the Peacekeepers feel the same way, though. They're always striving to crush us. That's why we armed ourselves and prepared to fight back. We don't know when this fight will end. We don't know if we'll still be able to smile when it does. We may not have the answers, but we have to keep fighting. We were born and raised here, after all.
Okay, I can't actually go ahead of you.
By the way, where are you from?
I don't know.
Some stuff happened, so I don't have a place to call home right now.
Oh, so you're like us then. Guess that kind of makes us buddies.
Keep trying.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. But I suppose the Resistance and the Nocturnal Detective Agency are both being oppressed by Amaterasu. Our goals and aspirations differ, but we're kinda like friends in that regard.
Master, you're a professional loner, so you don't need any friends.
God
What's
damn
a
it.
professional loner?
Alright. Here's the scene transition.
Hey, good work being on the lookout. This is our hideout. Come on in.
The Resistance's hideout. It's a bit scary, but
There's no running away now.
Nope. Can't get it yet. Anti-establishment organization, but they're commonly called the Resistance. Cafe with an open terrace located in Ginma District. It's popular among office workers on break and female students on the way home from school.
All right, it's time for a revolution.
I know that
Hey!
voice.
Don't start a revolution here.
Oh no.
I lost again.
Boobs. Big boobs. Jiggly boobies. Giblies.
Hey, you're all here. Great timing since the game's over. Listen up. I need to introduce someone to all of you. Behold, Yuma here is a master detective of the WDO.
In training.
Huh? Wait, I'm not... Oh, really? So he's one of those master detectives I've heard so much
You're
about.
from Danganronpa.
Seriously? Sorry I kidnapped you without knowing.
And you're some
Anyway,
sort of
I want to
Zora.
recruit him to our resistance.
Huh? Wait, this is much too sudden, and I'm not a master detective.
I know I sprang this on you out of nowhere. But you know what? We're alike. We both have the same kind of darkness lurking deep within our eyes.
Darkness.
The darkness is solitude.
Huh?
You're lost, with nowhere to go. Am I wrong? This can be your new home.
My new home?
It can be. It won't be,
Guess
but
you're
it could be.
uncomfortable being around so many people when you don't even know their names. Everyone here is a leader within the organization.
Okay, now it's
They're
time
all
for the real
irreplaceable to the
protagonists.
resistance. But while they don't have any powers as extraordinary as master detectives, they each have their own
promise this
special
time.
abilities. They're all good people. You should talk to them first before deciding to join up or not.
Huh? Anyway, let's try talking to everyone.
All right, first, let's go over here.
This place might actually be more depressing than that squalid dump of an agency.
This is not the only time we can get this, but this is like one of 2 times we can. So we'll get it now. Another Desuhiko memory shard. Another gold one. All right. It's like one of 2 times we can get it. Actually, thinking about it, it might be the only time we can get it. I don't believe you. What? Why? What caused this level of distrust?
Hey, Master Detective. I'm Icardi.
You're
To be
Picardi?
honest, I'm rooting for you to join us. Detectives work for anyone as long as the pay is good, right? Meaning, if you pay more than anyone else, they will always side with you. They're far more trustworthy than people who just talk big about fighting for the revolution.
I think you've got the wrong idea here. A detective isn't a mercenary.
Really? I figured they're about the same.
Well, you probably couldn't explain the difference if you were asked to, Master.
Hey, Icardi, tell them about your special powers.
Oh, I'm from the Doya district, but I used to be a super swimming athlete for Kanai Ward. I do all sorts of aquatic sports. No one can keep up with me in this flooded city. Anyway, I take advantage of that ability and work as a delivery man. If there's anything you want delivered, I'm your man. Even if it's underwater.
I see.
All right. What about you?
Hi there, I'm Servan. So, you're Yuma from the World Detective Organization. I've been trying to obtain help from the WDO for a while, but I could never get them to agree. I guess anyone would be hesitant to work with people who call themselves the Resistance.
Why do you need detectives?
To be honest, it's not limited to detectives. We need help in general. But recruiting blindly is dangerous. There's no telling who might be tied to the Amaterasu Corporation. In that regard, detectives from the WDO are safe. Rumor has it they've got terrific personnel. Plus, I know your enemies with Amaterasu. I've seen it with this.
What's that?
It's security camera footage set up all around Kanai Ward. I'm good at tinkering with machines. I handle most of the machine work around here. Once Kanai Ward is peaceful again, I want to open up a shop selling security devices. So that this tragedy can never happen again.
I see.
So, if he also sounded familiar to you, maybe sounded like Kokichi or Fuyuhiko from Danganronpa or Vimon from Digimon, that is Derek Stephen Prince. All right, What about... let's talk to the old man first.
Oh, so you're the new member? I'm Margala. I don't know what a master detective is, but did you come in from beyond the rain as well?
Beyond the rain?
The only thing beyond the rain is Amaterasu Corp.
No, I'm not with them. But you said as well. Are you a former member of Amaterasu?
That's right. I worked in accounting for that company. Back then, they called me the Safe Keeper. But one day, I was accused of embezzlement. My entire family was arrested. Of course, my family and I were all innocent.
Of course.
We were framed. Set up to take the fall for what the peacekeepers took for themselves. My family got sick and died in jail. All of them. Except me.
That's terrible.
I would do anything to destroy Amaterasu. Anything. I own a small shop in Kamasaki District. Publicly, I'm just a retired old man selling old art pieces. But secretly, I manage the funds for the Resistance. Guess you could say I got re-employed. I'm happy to be able to use my skills again. If your hatred of Amaterasu is anything like ours, you should join us.
Alright, and the fourth member.
So, you're the new member. I'm Haruka. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. This one seems kinda quiet.
Master, women are never what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Thanks.
Yuma, can you use a gun?
Huh? A gun? I've never carried one before.
Oh, I thought so. You strike me as the type of person who's never had anything to do with guns before. On my 4th birthday, I was given a .22 caliber revolver as a present. On my 5th birthday, I got a .32, and on my birthday next month, I'm supposed to be getting an anti-tank cannon.
Huh?
It's like if Nick had titties.
I don't care what it is. I just want to pull the trigger. Give me a trigger to pull. Yuma, if you join us, would you do it with me?
Bitches love cannons.
No thanks. I doubt I'd be any good with those things. I've never even held one before.
Oh, maybe you misunderstood. I'm not asking you to pull the trigger.
I'm like 12.
I want you to be the target.
Please, no.
Do your best to run around. It won't be any fun if it ends in one shot.
It's like if
terrifying.
It's like if Nick had titties.
See, I told you women aren't what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Can you not look at me that way? You're acting like I'm some weirdo. Until Kanai Ward was isolated 3 years ago, I was a serious candidate for Olympic shooting. But when we were shut off from the rest of the world, that included world sports, and I had nowhere to go. I can't allow this. I will change Kanai Ward with my firearm skills. But to do that, I need to get better.
Master, I know you're a sucker for girls, but I suggest you stay away from this one.
Of course.
Alright.
Did you have a chat with everyone already?
This is a fine collection of psychopaths.
Guess I'll talk about myself then.
You must be proud.
I was born around these parts. wasn't submerged like this at the time, and really was just another regular city. But my family, as you might expect, lived in poverty. That's why when I was hired by that company, my whole family was thrilled.
That company?
Yeah. Amaterasu Corporation. Back then, they weren't dangerous or shady. They were a legitimate business focused on contributing to society. I don't know when it started to go astray. We kept receiving more requests from the unified government with an increasing number of top-secret projects. As the secrets kept piling on, the company continued to grow. It sure was a strange sight. Even when I was an employee, I didn't know what was going on. It was like looking at some strange and unknown beast. Before I knew it, everyone was subservient to Amaterasu. The gap between rich and poor was irreversible.
Shachi, what kind of work did you do for them?
I worked in land development. They'd buy up promising land and use it for the company. And here, Doya District was also a part of that. After I purchased this land, Amaterasu filled it with rows and rows of research facilities. The city was poor, but there were these shiny research labs here. Back then, it made us so proud. We thought it'd bring prosperity here. Or so we hoped. But 3 years ago, the unending rain began. The area was flooded. Amaterasu abandoned this place without a second thought. The former residents had nowhere to go. So they were forced to live on top of the flooded research labs. And that's what became of Doya District.
So that's what happened.
It's my fault. I'm the one who made the city this way. That's why I fight Amaterasu Corp. To help the impoverished still living here. It's the least I can do to make it up to them. It can't be anyone else. I have to do it. Well, that's enough sad story time for now. We must press onward. This is why we need good people on our side. You're one of the world-famous master detectives. Please, help us. How about it, Yuma? Will you stand with us and help free Kanai Ward from Amaterasu's oppression?
Everyone keeps saying the same thing. You've already made up your mind. Go on, answer him.
Well, the thing is it doesn't really matter. But we're not going to join the resistance. Both outcomes end up the same. But I'm not going to join the resistance, I refuse.
Thank you for the offer, but I will have to say no.
Oh, I see. So you'll fight alongside us. That's great.
Did you hear him? He said no.
Huh? What did you say?
Well, I suppose you wouldn't. Joining the Resistance isn't a cool thing to do in this day and age. To be honest, I really don't care as long as I can shoot my guns.
After all this, you're still rejecting us? Our entire conversation made it seem like you'd join up.
I'm sorry. I think your aspiration to stand up for the city is great.
You
and
really didn't let me
I want to
talk.
support you. But right now, I can't quit being a detective to join you. That would mean betraying people who've taken care of me. And I still have things left undone as a detective. Although, I still don't know why I want to continue as a detective. But that's exactly why I can't quit now. It's not that I'm obsessed with being one. Rather, I think detectives are the key to solving my own mysteries.
Oh, you seem to think awfully highly of yourself all of a sudden. This is so unlike you. You're cuter when you're totally panicking and don't know where to turn.
I'm still worried about the others who've gone missing. I can't just abandon them and start over somewhere new.
I see. So you won't reconsider. In that case, I can't let you leave here alive.
Yeah, I figured it would turn out like that.
What?
Just kidding. I already knew you were gonna turn us down. Trying to get you to join on the spot is a tough sell. You have your own stuff going on. So instead, would you be interested in cooperating with us as a detective? Basically, we'd like you to take on a job for us.
A job?
Yeah, it's a simple one, but it's not something we can do. Please, we need your help. Will you at least take on this request?
What do I do? Chief Yaku isn't here, and the detective agency is gone. Is it really okay for me to accept a job?
Like that stopped you
My
before.
experience, taking these requests without permission always leads to trouble.
I don't smell any good mysteries nearby. My guess is that these people are taking advantage of you, just like that masked guy. You should ignore them.
Yeah, I need to find the others first. I don't have time to take another request. I'm sorry. I'll need to consider it another time, once things calm down.
I see. So that didn't work either.
I guess we really will have to kill you.
I need to go now.
Please, wait. We've just exposed our inner workings. Do you really think we'd just let you leave?
That's a gun. It's pointed at me.
Unlike Shachi, I don't joke around. I'll do what needs to be done.
I'm with Iruka. If you're not with us, you're against us. If we let you go, you might leak our info to Amaterasu Corp.
I would never!
It seems you're just an outsider after all. You'll never understand our hatred.
Hey! If you're gonna fight, do it outside! Don't mess with my complex machines!
Good to know.
We can't let
You're
an
concerned.
Amaterasu sympathizer roam free.
Please wait! Let's all take a deep breath.
So you want to pick a fight with me? Oh, you asked for it. Bring it on! I'll boom kill all of you!
Wait, hold your damn horses!
Please?
If he could just be threatened into doing our bidding, I would have done so from the start. He's no amateur. He's a WDO master detective.
In training.
Master detectives can survive even bullet wounds, right? And we should test it out.
Iruka, stop! Put down the gun.
Please.
The Resistance isn't a terrorist group. We don't kill people.
Some of you seem like you might.
Let me talk with Amanda Man.
Some of you
Wrap
seem like
things
you
up.
might and just don't tell it.
Everyone okay with that?
If you say so, Shachi. It's fine by me.
Agreed.
You're the leader. Do as you wish.
Why do you look so disappointed?
Sorry, Yuma. Would you come with me for a bit?
Hey, Shachi.
What? I thought we were done here. Sorry, Yuma. Go on ahead for a second. We can talk quietly on the rooftop. Go through that door over there and up the stairs. I'll be there soon.
The roof. Got it.
You've gained the attention of some troublesome folks. Why don't you skip out right now?
Well, he's dead.
It's better to finish
Who,
talking to
Yuma?
them now to avoid trouble later on. Besides, wasn't there a lookout at the entrance?
Oh? I hear someone talking.
Is it those guys from earlier? What could they be talking about?
maybe you can hear them talking if you approach the door.
Sure. What could go wrong? I want to run away. Gotta run away. Gotta run away.
This is...
There's stuff that seems to be made from a beaten up barrel drum. Master, give it a push. I'd burn myself. Gunless Barrett. Wanna run away. Wanna run away. Wanna run away. Wanna run away.
Oh!
So this is the mark of the resistance?
I get it.
Oh, so the posters all over the city were put out to recruit new members. Is there something else to look at?
I wonder what they're talking...
No, guess not. Oh, there's this. Okay.
This place...
I guess this is storage. A bunch of miscellaneous items have been placed everywhere.
What?
And not a single one is worth our attention. I'd probably get yelled at if I just touched this stuff. Better leave it alone. But buckets!
I can see inside through a crack in the door.
How naughty! Let's take a peek at what they're plotting.
Can't you move through walls, Shinigami? You could just get to the other side.
If I left your side, I could slip through a wall or two. But then later, I might lie to you about what I saw. I do love seeing you get all distressed.
Why?
Shh, they're talking right now.
At least she's honest about it.
Can you make it quick, Iruka? He'll start getting cautious if I keep him waiting.
Please, wait. There's something I want to give you. In here. Why won't it open? Damn this safe! Who was in charge of getting a new one anyway? I'll bust it open with a rocket.
Treating it roughly won't unlock it. You have to move the dial, then wait exactly 5 minutes. It's the latest time-delayed lock. You'll have to wait the specified amount of time without touching anything.
What is this, an EverQuest game?
Thieves hate wasting time. Time itself is the key for this new feature.
Grr. What a pain in the ass.
This security function makes it the best safe there is. Nowadays, even the bank and other important facilities use it in the commercial area of Marunimon District. It's made by trusty old Amaterasu Corp, after all.
EverQuest is the times.
This was made by Amaterasu? What's it doing here? I never
Well, I said
allowed this.
EverQuest, I meant Earthbound.
Relax. Calm down, old man. Even your clothes and mug were made by the Corp. As long as we live in Kanai Ward, it's impossible to avoid all their products. Though it is ironic that Amaterasu made the safe that protects our assets.
It finally opened.
Oh, good. Gunless Barrett has a gun now.
Your custom handgun. I modified it to pack more of a punch.
This isn't necessary.
It's for self-defense, just in case.
Why not take it with you? You never know when you might need it.
What do I do? They have a gun!
Well, they got 2 guns.
A detective stays calm, even when facing the barrel of a gun. Actually, they'd find a way to remove the bullets first.
It's too late for that.
Then you're screwed!
That's why I'm panicking.
I know! Let's run away while we still can.
Doesn't the front entrance have someone on lookout?
Oh, that's right! Then let's go to the roof. Let's get there first and find a way out.
Great, Gunless Barrett is now Barrett. The Resistance. The name of the group is Anti-Establishment Organization, but they're commonly called the Resistance. Shachi's coveralls are made of a water-resistant material, ideal for working outdoors.
This is the roof. We need to find a way out. There has to be some place I can escape to. I have to hurry before I'm found.
What about the stairs?
There's an emergency stairway. Maybe we can escape from here.
Master, look carefully near the top of the stairs.
A surveillance camera. Speaking of which, they were monitoring it from the other room.
If you go past it, they'll definitely see you.
Let's find another way.
There's the point in Earthbound where you have
no escape.
you have to give a password to get into enemy hideout, enemy territory, and the password is to do nothing for like 2 minutes. Literally, you put the controller down and you wait.
This place is much higher than I thought.
At least you'll get away if you jump off, though you just end up in the afterlife.
There are no footholds or places to grab onto. I don't think I can use this as an escape route.
Hey.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Please don't kill me.
He's here! He's not holding a gun. Is he keeping it concealed?
Why so pale? Scared of heights?
Scared of guns.
Yeah, something like that.
I see. Sorry about that. I'll make it quick. About the request earlier. You turned it down because you don't want anything to do with the Resistance, right?
Huh? No, that's not why.
It's all right. As someone from the outside, liberating Kanai Ward has nothing to do with you. I actually would have found you suspicious if you were gung-ho about it. But this is exactly why I think we can have a mutually beneficial relationship.
But...
I'm not asking you to do it for free. If you accept this job, we'll give you information on Amaterasu Corporation. What do you say to that?
What kind of information?
Our organization has a good number of former Amaterasu employees, myself included. We have some internal info that you can't get anywhere else. I think we can get you something you want.
Do you know what information I'm looking for?
I have an idea. If the WDO sent a master detective to gather intel, it's gotta be... the homunculi, right?
Master!
Looks like I'm right. It's not just detectives. The whole world wants info about that. How's this? In place of prepayment for the request, I could tell you a little bit about it.
Is it true? Do immortal monsters like homunculi really exist?
Yeah. Homunculi do exist. And they're already inside Kanai Ward. Right now.
Right now?
Is it me?
There
Is
are
it the
immortal
master
monsters
detectives?
in this city?
So, they really were researching homunculi here? That means they were successful, doesn't it? Isn't that what this dude's saying?
It's hard to believe, but could this be Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
It's the master
Looks like
detectives.
you're
We are the
interested.
immortal monsters.
However, I'll only tell you the rest once you finish the job. So how about it? Did I whet your appetite, Master Detective?
You should know that I don't have any special abilities.
I don't plan on making you do anything too difficult. We just want you to run a little errand.
An errand?
We want to set up some surveillance cameras around town to keep an eye on Amaterasu Corp's oppression. However, this isn't something we can do.
Why not?
If the Peacekeepers see us setting up, they'll definitely start investigating the organization responsible. which would give them an excuse to stamp out the resistance. Hence, why this job can only be done by someone who isn't affiliated with us.
In other words, you need a pawn you can safely discard if it gets caught by the Peacekeepers.
I wouldn't put it that way, but you're not wrong. I want you to understand one thing, though. I'm not gonna ask you to risk yourself for our sake, but we do want your help in protecting the people of this city. That's the kind of job this is.
How does setting up surveillance cameras lead to protecting the people here?
Our
Absolute
goal with setting up
security
the
comes
cameras
with
is to
absolute
capture proof of illegal
happiness.
acts carried out by the Peacekeepers. We'll record all the criminal activity they commit, such as intimidation, assault, theft, embezzlement. We won't fight them with violence. It would only lead to more lives lost. We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
Some of you seem like you might be.
He says that while concealing a firearm. He's not fooling us.
Even if you gather all that evidence, won't the Peacekeepers just cover it up?
Gathering 1 or 2 pieces of evidence is too weak, and runs the risk of being snuffed out. In order to spread roots throughout town, someone has to make it clear there are people fighting back.
To spread roots?
The Resistance are like underground roots. Right now, we're still thin and weak, but we continue to fight. We'll spread our thin roots everywhere to try and bring life back to this withering tree. And one day, our fully grown branches and leaves will shelter the people of Kanai Ward from the cold rain. Yuma, this is to protect peace in our home.
Ah, yes, peace. Never mind,
So
I'm not gonna say
please,
that.
save this city.
You keep showing me the top of your head
Here's
like I'm
again.
supposed to know what that symbol is.
Save this city. How am I supposed to do that? What does everyone expect of me? I'm a shell of a person with no memories.
I'd say they're not really relying on you, but more like taking advantage of you. So, what are you gonna do?
Even if they're taking advantage of me, they're better than that masked guy because their objective is clear. If they have information about the homunculus, I want it. Setting up surveillance cameras shouldn't be too hard.
Then,
All right, I accept your request.
Great! I'm glad you made up your mind. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, it only took like 3
Well, let's get
sessions of
started.
persuasion.
Shachi, sorry to interrupt. There's a fight on the main street. Another turf war in the usual garbage dump. Can I toss a grenade down there?
Hold on, you stay out of it. I'll go talk to them. Sorry, Yuma, but can you go down and get instructions from Servan about the job? Counting on you. Good luck.
Okay, so this probably would be the second opportunity to get that.
So, you decided to do it. You better not drag us down.
Never a psychotic yet hot gun woman.
I wonder if this is for the best.
Well,
you
you
can't turn back now. You better hope the reward is worth it.
can't be for the worst.
Let's head back down for now and talk to Servan about the job.
I'm so glad you weren't killed,
There is
Master.
a lot of talking in this episode, and I'm doing very little of it. Don't stick your dick in crazy. I don't want to stick my dick in it. I just want her to feel around it for a while. She could do things beside on the outside. Alright. Let's go get details. So yeah, we could come around and get this a second time, but I think once we leave here, it's gone.
So, you accepted the job. That's good. Let me fill you in on the details then.
Yes,
Listen,
please.
either she shoots it off or I
You will
shoot it
be
off,
setting
one or
up
the other.
surveillance cameras in 4 designated locations. These are the cameras you're gonna be setting up. They're delicate machines, so handle them with care. Also, I'll give you a transceiver for communication. It's shaped like a smartwatch, since they're so trendy nowadays. I'll tell you where to set up the cameras with it. Locations will be kept secret until last minute to avoid leaks. Once you finish setting one up, I'll give you the next location.
Where's the first location?
I'll contact you as soon as you leave, so I can test the transceiver's performance at the same time. If you don't hear anything from me, there's a chance the transceiver is broken. Bring it back here, and I'll fix it.
All right.
I'm counting on you. Be sure not to get caught by the Peacekeepers.
I'll work on that.
They're gonna cut you off if you get caught anyway.
I'll do my best.
And what do you have to say?
Hey! Since
you're-
you're back,
Oh.
I assume you accepted our request.
Right.
If Shachi's all for it, then I've got no objections. I'll trust you too.
You must really trust Shachi.
We were living on the streets when he took us in. He built the resistance up to what it is now. Everyone is indebted to Shachi to varying degrees. He's like a big brother to us. Though he does have shortcomings, like excessively avoiding conflict and being oblivious about anything financial.
Okay.
Then,
Once things are ready, I'll contact you through the transceiver. Make sure you don't get caught.
Yes.
Now be careful. What do you have to say, old man?
Damn. When did we start using an Amaterasu safe? Trustworthy. Bah! There's nothing trustworthy about it.
Yep, this is a fine collection of people who are definitely not insane. Messy shelf. There are various things on the shelf. Maybe these belong to the resistance members. Helmets, fire extinguishers, drills, wires. Looks like they were getting ready for battle. I hope I don't get dragged along.
Yeah.
This kitchen is surprisingly well equipped with cooking tools.
What?
I guess that Shachi guy is quite a culinarian. Seems like it. I don't want to talk to you, you're weird.
This is...
Looks like a resistance member's workbench. There are several tools I'm unfamiliar with on top.
Say!
Something dangerous could be mixed in there, so you better ask before you touch. I'm guessing this is Gunwoman's. Yeah, I'll keep my hands to myself.
Is something else bothering you? If not, then let's get out of here.
Just looking at stuff.
You know...
It's an older display with a cracked screen. If it's broken, why not just throw it away? Maybe it still works, Master. Why don't you give it a nice 45-degree chop? I don't think that'll fix the crack.
This is...
There's a beaten-up bed. It's stained and darkened in places.
But
It looks pretty similar to the sofa you sleep on, Master. That's underwater now, though. I hope everyone's alright. But what level of culinarian? I need leveling food. Man, I need to get back on that, but culinarian's like the one that's the most annoying to level.
I ended up accepting the job. If this helps Kanai Ward in some way, it could reduce the number of unsolved mysteries. Even if I can't help the whole world become happier, I can at least help those closest to me. And if I complete this request, I have a chance to get closer to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
it's fine to be optimistic and everything, but I doubt it'll go as planned. This is you we're talking about. You're like the Grim Reaper for everyone else. I know one when I see one.
Like you're one to talk.
Anyway, what about the other detectives who got bombed? You sure you haven't forgotten about them?
I'd never forget them. Finding everyone is my top priority. I can work on this case at the same time.
That's pretty efficient. I didn't expect that from you.
Come on, let's go.
I like how Shuichi's hat looks like it has a devil on it.
You're so
Such a snuggly little girl. Yeah, talking about you. You're so cozy right now.
Oh, I'm getting a call.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Servan? Yes, I can hear you.
So far, so good. Here are the instructions for the first camera location. For the first surveillance camera, I want you to set it up at a phone booth in the commercial area, Marunamon District.
Marunamon District. I've never been there before.
Oh, really? Well, I'll send you directions through the transceiver.
Thank you.
Contact me when you arrive. I'll tell you how to set it up then.
You look like you're pretending to be a spy.
I'm not pretending. This is actual spy work. Let's head to Marunamon District for now.
As soon as I know where that is.
Murders are happening in Marunamon District. I can't wait to find out.
This may be the only opportunity.
Cases like that don't just happen all the time. At least I hope not.
This may be the only opportunity you have to come
it's the
get
slums, so the cars around here
this.
are pretty shoddy.
This is the one I've been
It's
obsessed
totally
with.
different than the cars we saw at Kamasaki and Gima.
Memory Shard Emerald. Recall memories with Vivia from the notebook menu. I'm pretty sure once you leave, you can never come back here again. Ever. Rusted car. It's rusted probably because it's been neglected. I don't think it'll run.
Come on.
Just because something is useless doesn't mean you should throw it out. I still keep you around, Master. Uh-huh. Ah, pa.
Yeah.
I hate that Kanai Ward is under Amaterasu's control now. It's our city and our responsibility to protect it.
That's why.
Is that why you joined the Resistance? Yep. To create a peaceful place free from subjugation.
No.
I might be alone now, but having lots of allies is the way to go. I'll need your help from here on out, too. I'll think about it. So that is the one that I've been obsessed with, because that's the only one I missed in my first playthrough.
Oh no.
It's a garbage dump site, but the trash is overflowing. Looks like it's been left here for a long time.
Well,
It's the slums. There's probably no one willing to collect it. Plus, if they did a lousy job, they get jumped. But I think with that, we're going to call it an episode for YouTube here. Twitch will continue in a moment. YouTube, I'll see you tomorrow. I always get lost in this place. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me likes, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe. And that's a poll. And I'll see you then.